Buying a used car feels simple on the surface. You find something cheap, pay for it, and start driving. But in reality, this is where most people make expensive mistakes. A low price can hide serious problems like engine wear, accident damage, or poor maintenance. That's why some people end up spending more on repairs than the car is worth. The real goal is not just to find a cheap car, it's to find a cheap car that actually lasts. That means something reliable, affordable to maintain, and stable enough to use for years without constant breakdowns. Today we will talk about how to find a cheap used car that actually lasts so. Before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 10. Start with reliability, not price. When people search for a used car, they usually start with price. That's the biggest mistake. A cheap car that breaks often becomes expensive very quickly. Instead, start by focusing on reliability first. Look for proven models known for durability and low maintenance. Brands like Toyota and Honda are popular for a reason. They are built to last. Once you choose a reliable model, then look for the best price in that category. This approach filters out most bad options early, so you don't waste time looking at cars that will cost you more in repairs than they are worth. 9. Check the service history carefully. Service history shows how well a car was taken care of. Regular oil changes, brake service, tire replacements, and routine inspections are strong signs of a healthy vehicle. A complete service record also shows consistency, which is one of the most important factors in long-term reliability. If the seller cannot provide records, it doesn't always mean the car is bad, but it increases uncertainty. In used cars, uncertainty is risk. A documented history is always safer than guessing how the car was treated. 8. Inspect mileage the smart way. Mileage matters, but it can be misleading if you look at it alone. A well-maintained high-mileage car can often outperform a low-mileage car that was poorly maintained. What really matters is how those miles were driven and maintained. Always check physical wear indicators like the steering wheel, gear shift, pedals, seat condition, and dashboard buttons. If the interior looks heavily worn but the mileage is low, or the opposite, something may not match. Real condition always tells the truth better than numbers. 7. Check for accident and flood damage. Accident and flood damage are some of the most expensive hidden problems in used cars. Even if a car looks perfect on the surface, structural damage or water exposure can create long-term issues that don't show immediately. Look closely for uneven paint, mismatched panels, unusual gaps between body parts, or rust in hidden areas. Also check for moisture smell inside the cabin or fogging in headlights. Flood-damaged cars are especially risky because electrical problems can appear weeks or months later, long after purchase. 6. Don't trust appearance alone. A clean and shiny car can be very misleading. Many sellers professionally detail vehicles before selling just to hide scratches, dents, and general wear and tear. The problem is that appearance has nothing to do with mechanical condition. A car can look almost new on the outside, but still have engine issues, suspension problems, or hidden maintenance neglect. That's why you should always prioritize how the car performs over how it looks. Mechanical condition, engine sound, and driving behavior matter far more than exterior polish or a clean interior. 5. Always do a proper test drive. A test drive is one of the most important steps in buying a used car, because it reveals issues you cannot see while the car is parked. During the drive, pay close attention to engine noise, vibration, steering response, and braking performance. Check how smoothly the gears shift and whether the car feels stable at different speeds. If possible, drive on different road types like slow city streets and faster roads. Even small unusual sounds or vibrations should not be ignored, because they often signal bigger problems that will appear later. 4. Check ownership and legal status before making any decision. Always verify the legal condition of the car. Make sure the registration documents are complete and match the vehicle details exactly, including engine and chassis numbers. Confirm that ownership is clear, and there are no pending legal issues, loans, or disputes attached to the vehicle. A car with legal complications can turn into a major problem even if it runs perfectly. In used car buying, clean paperwork is just as important as mechanical condition because it protects you from future financial and legal risk. 3. Compare real market prices first before buying any used car. Always research the market properly. Check multiple listings of the same make, model, year, and mileage to understand the real price range. This step is important because it helps you spot unrealistic deals immediately. If a car is priced much lower than the average market value, there is usually a reason behind it, such as hidden damage, mechanical issues, or poor maintenance history. A smart deal is usually slightly below market price, not drastically lower. The goal is to find fair value, not just the cheapest number you see. 2. Get a mechanical inspection. A professional mechanical inspection can save you from costly mistakes. Even if a car looks perfect and drives well, hidden issues can still exist under the surface. A trusted mechanic can quickly check engine health, transmission condition, suspension wear, brake system performance, and signs of previous damage. In many cases, problems like oil leaks, worn clutch systems, weak suspension components, or overheating issues are not obvious to regular buyers, but a mechanic can identify them within minutes. This is why even experienced buyers rely on inspections. The cost of a basic inspection is usually small compared to the potential repair bills that can come later. In used car buying, a quick professional check is one of the most effective ways to avoid buying a vehicle that looks fine today but becomes expensive tomorrow. 1. Buy based on long-term value, not emotion. The most important rule is to stay logical, not emotional. It's easy to get attached to a car because it looks good, feels exciting, or seems like a great deal in the moment. Sellers also know this and often use appearance and persuasion to speed up decisions. But emotional buying often leads to long-term regret because it ignores hidden costs and future reliability. Instead, focus on long-term value, how reliable the car is, how much it costs to maintain, how often it breaks down, and how well it performs over time. A truly good used car is not the one that impresses you instantly, but the one that stays dependable after months and years of use. Real smart buying is about thinking beyond the moment and choosing stability over excitement. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.